started my career working with puppets for the Dutch children television. And before I really went into the movies, I started for television. So I was really the surrealism, the absurdism of puppets, and that you create life in something which is dead in a sense, like a puppet,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you move.
Yeah.
So for me, it was, and I worked with a great puppeteer in Holland. So I also that was a great collaboration. Yeah, the film was called Sweet Rabbit. And it's a film about a woman who is in a crisis with herself. She's like 45, around 50. Her children left home, so she's alone with her husband,
Oh,
and the husband is working, and she's wondering if the marriage is still valuable, or still is, if there is still love. And then suddenly her ears start
oh,
growing, and she changes into a rabbit, she thinks. So it's a kind of it's a short film, 14 minutes, about a woman in an identity crisis, but in a very
mm-hmm.
Kafkaesque way. So she sees herself in the mirror with the rabbit ears, and
Yeah,
she goes to the doctor. She goes to her. She visits her daughter, like, there is something wrong with me. She goes to a shrink, and everybody says, there is no problem. You are fine. You were a good mother. I don't see any problem.
yeah,
So, and when she comes home, she finally shows her rabbit identity to her husband, and
yeah,
he's saying, "I love you. You are a very sweet rabbit." The inspiration, well, I am from my parents were divorced,
mm-hmm.
so somehow it is a story about marriages that people get
Yeah,
very insecure about relationships, and you think, I'm not good enough, or
mm-hmm.
the partner doesn't love me anymore. And so I think this was always a theme, like, how can two people really get together, and how do you keep a relationship fresh, which is
Yeah,
very difficult. Yeah, there are 100,000 books, but I mean, I think one on the three marriages, they break up.
yeah,
So, or people don't read these books, or they are bullshit. I don't know. Nobody knows. I started, this was my first short, Sweet
mm-hmm.
Rabbit, and afterwards I made two other shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And um, and 3 years ago, my first feature was released. So, it's the traditional path of a
Mm-hmm.
filmmaker. You make a few shorts, and then you can, if you're lucky, you can make your feature. So this was very well received. It was a family film, and it won like 11 awards in a lot of youth. It's a family film, so a lot of youth film festivals programmed the film. And yeah, it was a great success. So we are very proud. And with the writer of that film, we are working on a new feature. To me, it was great because it was my first short. And so I went to Luxor, to Egypt, with the EQ Festival. And this was, I met a lot of other filmmakers from
Mm-hmm.
Europe. So this was for me a first experience of a festival out abroad with a lot
Mm-hmm.
of different directors, and also the organization of EQ was very very kind and very informal. We really felt like a family. We were
Yeah.
invited there in Luxor, so it was for me unforgettable experience. I can only speak for myself, and my I learned just to have faith in your own stories, in your own talent, because nobody is waiting for you. If that's a dream, yeah. There are even in Holland, which is has a very small film industry. Every year there is new film directors coming from the academies. So you have to be very confident in yourself, and you learn to get confident to make a lot of things and to accept that you can make bullshit as well. So a lot of things I'm very proud of I did, and a lot of things is not good enough. You have to be, we call that in Holland, we call it a thick skin. You know, you need to be a bit, you need resilience, and
Yeah.
you really have to want to become a director from the heart. Otherwise,
Mm.
get a normal job. No problem. Thanks a lot for reaching out, and
Oh,
I can say to all the filmmakers, join an AQ festival. It's fun.